Welcome to another episode this week in Reselling
After Dark.
After Dark, baby. So we're here with our guest, Scot ChaChing. Yes, and the contracts are running up, so we'll see what happens. I know that I've been talking to Joe and Brendan's agents, and the negotiations aren't going well, Scott. Just to let you know, we're gonna have to maybe get some new co-hosts. So if you're interested, let me know.
We have demands that need to be met.
Oh,
Need to be met.
Yeah.
I'm way too expensive. I am getting paid for this, right?
The check is in the mail.
The check is in the mail.
Not as guaranteed as it was back in the 90s, Scott.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. So, guys, if you didn't catch the last episode with Scot ChaChing, make sure you listen to it, because we found out all about Scott that maybe you would have not known about, and how he started eBay selling lumber, selling bubble gum to his classmates. So that was super awesome. But Scott, we're going to take a deep dive today. This is the After Dark episode where you let your hair down, your luxurious hair that you have there. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. So, bubblegum lumber, eBay, you bought the wiglets and the hair palette of hair. Where did the YouTube content creation come into play? Because you have an amazing, you have over 100K on your YouTube channel? No? Like, for some reason I thought you did.
No, No, I'm small time.
That's a lie.
You're thinking about somebody way more important.
I don't know.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I don't believe you. I think you do.
No, it's not. It's definitely not 100,000.
81,000.
So
getting close.
YouTube for me I never wanted to do YouTube. I was doing Instagram, and here's how little I know about social media. When I knew I was going to retire from the school and we were going to do eBay, I thought, what if something happens and I get kicked off eBay? And I had heard about people selling on Instagram, so I thought, well, I'll make an Instagram account. Well, quickly I realized, like, I'm not selling anything on Instagram, but so I really just posted reselling stuff, and had no idea there was a community. Had no idea. I just didn't know anything about it. I got a lot of followers on there, and I couldn't tell you why. But it was before Reels and stuff started, because I don't want to be on video. I don't want to be on camera. In fact, if you go back and look at the beginning of my Instagram, there's not even a picture of my face for like ever. Like, it wasn't on there at all. And but my wife wanted me to do YouTube, and I was like, I have a great face for radio, not YouTube. And the sad thing is, I tell people when the sound of my voice to me is like an angry third grade schoolgirl. Like, I hate it. And so I told her YouTube isn't going to work. It's not going to be a thing for me. But I told her, I said, if I ever hit like 10,000 on Instagram, I'll make a YouTube channel, because I thought that was a safe number. I didn't think that would happen. And then I did, and I still can't believe it happened, because like, I don't get many followers now, but I don't post on there as much either. So I made a few videos, and I got something out of YouTube that I didn't expect, and it is that I get to feel like I'm teaching again, because I really did love being in the classroom, and so I get a little bit of that back, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought I'm just going to hate it, and the first comment you get when all the comments are ugly, and they're like, you're old, you're fat, quit now, die. But none of YouTube as far as being harsh, it is nothing like being a superintendent. So like, it wasn't a big deal at all. And so I do YouTube. I still don't think I belong there. I certainly don't feel like a YouTuber at all. Like, at all.
But you are.
What does that mean? Like, how are you supposed to feel like?
I don't know. Not like this. I don't feel like it's that imposter syndrome. I'm sure I don't feel like I belong there. There's so many people that I think are more deserving and better at it. But I did decide when my channel started to grow, it happened after I decided who am I making videos for? Because if I'm just making them for me, I make more money on eBay. It would be easier for me to quit and just do eBay. I made more overall without YouTube. And but I thought, I like this feeling that I'm teaching. Who is my avatar? What is the avatar of the person that I'm making videos for? And I'm trying to make videos for the people that were in this situation I was in. So we're talking like single parents who already have a job. They don't know what else to do, but they know what they're doing isn't enough. I'm making videos for that person.
That's great advice.
Because eBay is the great equalizer. eBay doesn't care what color you are. It doesn't care whether you're a man or a woman. It doesn't care how old or young you are. If you're willing to do the work and learn, you've got the potential to change your status, because like $100 a month could be a difference maker. And all of you know, $100 a month is not a crazy threshold. $1,000 a month isn't a crazy threshold. You could work one night a week in one weekend day, and you could do $1,000 a month. So that's who I make videos for. Way more important than how many subscribers you have, because honestly, subscribers don't pay the bills. I don't make that much on YouTube. It's just not that much money. Like, especially when the hours that you put into it. If you go back and look at my videos, I still answer every question.
Oh, wow.
That are like 3 and 4 years old. So like I spend 2 or 3 hours a day just answering questions, because I don't want to miss that day that's the person reached out who actually needed help and respond.
That's awesome, Scott. That's awesome. And I think that's why your channel has grown so fast, is because you're teaching. You have a background in teaching, so it just comes naturally.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel natural, because like when I turn on the camera, I'm like, man, I have to be the most awkward person in front of that camera that has ever existed. Like,
well, clearly you're doing something right, because people are contacting you to speak in their like eBay Open and Boss Reseller Remix, so they see
right.
and that might be like a Scott still, like you were saying, the what is it, the impostor syndrome.
Sure.
But you're doing something right, Scott.
Well, what's funny is, like, as uncomfortable as I am in front of the camera, I have absolutely zero problem speaking in front of large groups. Like none. Like if I had to go speak at Texas Stadium today and the place was full, that wouldn't do anything to me, as far as like I am perfectly comfortable doing that. But in front of the camera, I'm like, man, like I don't belong here.
Why do you feel that way?
In front of a group, I get feedback. So like if I am like, say, talking to a group of teachers and I'm there, I get feedback. I know whether or not what I'm doing is hitting home. And if not, I can adjust. And so like in front of a group, the feedback helps me a great deal know that I'm actually helping somebody. And so for me, that's just easier. And I think some people, they have, some built-in fear of being in front of a group, but just not me. Like I don't have that. So I don't, whatever that is, it's not something I worked through. I've never had it.
Huh. It's like live from a studio, filmed in front of a studio audience.
Yeah,
see which jokes land and which ones don't.
What we're doing here, way easier for me than just being by myself and talking.
Is that like, this thing is different because like if you're doing live selling, you're getting feedback or comments or whatever. So like, is that different for you?
Oh yeah, totally different. Totally different. Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't done a lot of live selling.
That was my next question. What do you think about these live selling platforms?
Well,
Poshmark Live, eBay Live, Whatnot, Jamble.
Like, so I think it's fantastic. And I think that's the future of reselling. But let me tell you why I don't do it. Remember who I said my audience is? Like, who am I making my videos for? I don't want those people to feel like they need to spend money on me. The person, because they might, I don't want some single parent with 2 kids who's just feeling like they need to help support me. So that's the main reason I don't do live selling. And I had merch, but I even took that down because I don't want anybody to buy it. I've given away 99% of all the merch I've made, because the people that I'm aiming my content at, they don't have extra dollars, and they're not going to make extra dollars by wearing a ChaChing King t-shirt. Like, they're not going to. They're, so I have.
What if they just want to help support you?
But I don't want them to. Like,
I don't want your support.
Yeah, I would phrase it in a way that wasn't quite as ugly. Peasant. I'm trying to help somebody, and because there were a lot of people that when I was growing up who helped me, tons of them. There were people that made sure that I didn't go hungry. There were people that made sure that we had what we needed. So I want to be that person, and I don't need anything. Will I make more money? Yeah, I'm still planning on making more money, but I'd prefer it not to come from my audience. And so for me, live selling taps into that audience. And I have a workbook just almost completely ready, but I know that if I put it out, a lot of people are going to want to buy the workbook to go along with my videos. And I don't know if I can make that jump to feel like I'm pulling money out of people that don't have it.
What about providing the workbook for free?
Well, like you could, I thought about that. And that's one of the reasons I went ahead with making it, is that if I have the workbook available to buy, or you could download it, print it yourself. Some people will probably still buy it though.
So, I mean, yeah, that's true. Or I was gonna say, or if they wanted to donate whatever they feel, they could do that.
Yeah.
You
could.
Right.
But I don't know. I think I am an outlier in that I have had really, truly no desire to monetize my channel further. I've done a few sponsored videos, like, if I think that it's something that people would actually benefit. And I'm not interested in funneling my audience into a purchase.
Gotcha.
Even though I think financially that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But you don't want to, because you were that person that could not have, didn't have anything, and you want to make sure that there's no friction there, and you just want to provide the information and not spend their money on you, or spend more money milking. What would you say? There you go.
Hey.
What would you say for those creators that's all they do is try to milk money out of their watchers?
You ain't shit. No.
But I'm not begrudging anybody. It's not my place to be in somebody else's wallet. And the thing is, the way that I do it, it removes the option from a lot of people to be able to help support me. Because I've taken the option away from them. I did one live, and I got so many of those super chats that I never did another one. I've never done another live on my own channel. But does it make me feel any certain way about other people that do? No, because I'm not sure I'm right. I'm just right for me. And no, I mean, I have bought things for other people because I want to support them. So, like, I don't know. I don't. And I feel like if your audience would pick up on it pretty quick, if your whole goal was just to milk them, you pretty soon won't have an audience.
Yeah.
If you're not providing anything of value to them, they'll just leave.
I was gonna say, before Joe brought that shirt on, sounds like ChaChing King merch is a bolo because it's so scarce. Since you don't have it.
I don't know. Like when Josh did that FlipCon.
Yeah.
I took 300.
Yeah, it was just like off in the corner. It's like, you just
corner.
grab what you want.
And what cracked me up is, like, that night they were selling it on Whatnot. Like, other people were selling my stuff. I was like, they're like, you're not mad? I think that's hilarious. No, that's awesome. Like, I brought it to give away. I still have probably 200 or 300 pieces of vintage sweats, from the 80s that are all old stock, dead stock. And I'm going to put my merch on those. Again, next event I go to, I'll get a bunch printed. One of the funniest things I have, I hope it doesn't rub anybody the wrong way. I have some like 1980s gym shorts with the red with the white piping on them.
Oh,
But you know, the gym shorts, they have an inseam like this. But I
yeah,
was
they
going
do.
cha-ching across the butt cheeks. I thought that would just be hilarious.
I will wear that real fast if I get one of those.
Real fast.
You could be my model. Help me
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
'em.
That's great. So Scott, I know that you dabble in. I know that you do a lot of different things through Amazon. Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So it started with the affiliate marketing on my YouTube videos. In the description, I have affiliate marketing. I've got, you know, if there's a printer and stuff like that, all the stuff that somebody could spend. But beyond that, I heard about this Amazon influencer program where basically if you get approved to make videos on site, then somebody on Amazon, not tied to your YouTube channel at all, they're on Amazon and they see your heat gun and they watch your video on it and then they buy it and then Amazon pays me a commission for it. And I'm not driving any traffic. And I thought that is slicker than butter on a bald monkey. So I applied, I got into the program and, you know, I don't chase it super hard. Like I've been in since, gosh, at least a year and a half. And I have 500 videos, but remember a lot of these are 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I've focused more on making videos of products that other people aren't doing videos for. And that's the key to making money at it. And you can make decent money at it. Most of the people in the program are in that 25-year-old to 40-year-old group. And so if you're going to if you want to do the JBL clip microphone, there's dozens of videos on it. But I just did a series of videos for adult incontinence underwear. We take care of my in-laws. And like when you go look, there's no information. And if you're like us, we don't know anything about them. But, you know, since my father-in-law had the stroke, like what do I need for him? So I make videos for those and it's bank. Like, and I don't make a lot on Amazon. I make $1,500 to $2,000 a month. But like it's, as far as effort, it's like so much less work than YouTube or eBay or anything.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you did that because I do it too.
You do?
Yeah.
You probably have way more videos than me.
No, I only have like probably around 500.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
And we make, you know, like I say, $1,500 a month to $2,000 depending upon time of the year. And but I do a lot of sponsored ones where they send me those underwear. They sent me to do the videos. Once you've done a few, then you'll get, hey, can we send you ours? So they send me the materials, whatever the product is. And then typically like on one like that, where they have no say, whatever I post, I charge like $50. If they're doing multiples, a lot of times I'll charge 75. But for one of the recent ones I did, I can't say the name because I don't think you're supposed to talk about how much they gave you, but one of them I charged $500 for the video. So,
do you go through the creator connections or do you just like they reach out to?
no,
You know,
creator connections is where the money is
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It wasn't when I first got in, you were just making money on the regular influencer stuff. But it shifted and there's a program called Oink. Have you heard it? Have you seen it?
I haven't heard it.
100% a game changer. You need to send me a note on Instagram and I'll send you the information. I think I'm paying $15 a month for it, but it went up 100%. It's a game changer because what it does, it'll scan all of your ASIN codes that you already have.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the Amazon something number. And then it checks how many of these already have creator connections because you don't have to make a separate video. And you just link that and it's just like free money for work you've already done.
How much you say it was a month?
I'm paying 15 because I was like one of the first 100 or so that got it. But it's like under 25, I think.
Okay.
But it's worth every single penny because I went from making $100 on creator connections to I make more on creator connections than I do on the Amazon influencer program.
Yeah.
regular hustle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
DM me right
as
now
you
because I don't
know-
forget.
As you know, if you're in it, the program has been really watered down. They let a lot of people in that just they're doing no effort videos. And my videos, you can say it's just ChaChing King, Amazon. You can go watch the videos. I mean, I try to do something that would help a buyer decide whether or not the product works for them. That's all you're trying to do. So what is that? It's called Oink for influencers, I think, something like that.
I just sent you a message right now.
Okay.
Or,
I'll find it and get it to you.
okay. Yeah, there's some people on there. They'll do like, say, they take like a gavel, and if it's on there, they'll do like a 10-second video that doesn't tell you anything.
No,
I make mine
did
like 30 seconds at least.
this one here. I did one for this. It was this heat gun that takes
Oh, that's cool.
battery. So they sent it to me. They paid me to make the video, and believe it or not, a lot of those have sold. And it's cheap. You can tell. It's super cool. Having a heat gun in your shipping office helps a ton for taking off labels and.
Oh yeah.
And I having that has been awesome.
You haven't used a heat gun to do that before?
Nope.
Wow.
Had no idea. I had no idea. I thought this was going to be such a gimmick when they sent it to me. But I had made a video for DeWalt because I have a ton of tools, and I had made a video for DeWalt, and they were like, "Hey, if you have the batteries, we will send you the heat gun and pay you to make the video." And but if they tell me what I have to say, then I'm not interested. But some of the stuff you get, like I did the videos free, but Teslong, and you know who they are? They make infrared cameras and video cameras. Like super cool. Like talk about living out a childhood dream. You go outside at night and you can tell where the heat signatures are and stuff. Those were
that's cool, like the Predator.
Was what they're worth.
Yeah, right.
So I did the videos and I've made money on them, and I got paid to make. No, I didn't get paid. I got the things free, but then I sold them on eBay when I was done playing with them for like $500 a piece.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Like, if you get stuff sent to you, you can it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can
whatever
sell
you
it,
want.
use it. Yeah. So
that's great. So okay, so I have two questions for
All
you, Scott. First one is back. We're well, okay. If someone were to want to get into the Amazon stuff, like how would they do it? And do you recommend people to do it?
It is. There's no free money. So I think that initially people were getting into it to try and get free money. Like if you were part of the program at the beginning, there were a lot of people getting in, throwing up no effort videos, telling you how to cheat the program. So is it worth it to get in it? Yeah, it's a really good side hustle the way that I approach it. If it was going to be your sole income, you'd have to do it differently than I do it. And I couldn't direct you on that because you'd have to be putting out videos every single day, and it would take a lot of work. Is it worth it? It is for me. Like 500 videos, remember the length of them, over the course of the last year and a half. Maybe it's been 2 years. It's been a while that I've been in the program. It's super easy, and I've probably made $30,000, $40,000 doing it. So it's worth it. How do you get in? So you have to have a social media influence of some kind. So like you would qualify just from your YouTube channel alone, I would think. Some people qualify with Instagram. The easiest to qualify with, I think, is TikTok. But you apply. The first step, you'll find out in 10 seconds whether or not you qualified. And then you've got to submit 3 videos for approval. And so like some of the people that I helped get in, I typed up a cheat sheet for here's how to make your first 3 videos. And I've given that to anybody that's asked me for it. So, but it's not rocket science. Like good, clear sound, a good, clean picture. And you're not talking about yourself. You're talking about the product. And that's kind of, a lot of those get approved. I do a horizontal video instead of the vertical, and I show my face. If you're, in my opinion, if you're going to be an influencer, they're wanting to buy it from you. So there's a lot of different opinions, but the little cheat sheet I had helped a lot. I like the influencer program. So if I quit YouTube, I'd probably make more money on the influencer program with far less work for me.
Then they're like evergreen
Definitely.
videos. So now my question is the YouTube.
Mhm.
Give us some tips on making good YouTube videos
And I don't have a clue.
for the people that are struggling right now making YouTube videos. What are the tips?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would tell you, first tip, talk to Justin Resells. I think he makes a better video than I do. I think that his editing is better. I think that, again, his voice sounds like a 1-900 number. It's so smooth. And mine, I sound like an angry third grade schoolgirl. So I would say talk to him. As far as me, like the only tip I would really have is you need to know who you're making videos for. Like, what am I trying to do with this channel? If I'm just making it for my family and for my kids to see the things that I've created, that's a totally different animal than I'm trying to help somebody, or I want to entertain the masses and I want millions of followers. My channel will never do that. I'll give you a downside to my avatar. The people I'm making videos for, a ton of people are interested in eBay and they subscribe and they watch some videos. And then when they realize, hey, this is still a lot of work, they quit watching videos, but nobody unsubscribes. So even though I have 80,000 subscribers, that doesn't mean I get an equivalent number of viewers, because a lot of them have figured out that eBay doesn't work for them, and that's okay. So I would say, first and foremost, you got to decide who are you making videos for, and that will help you dictate how you want to make the video. For me, I'm trying to educate, so I try to remove everything that is going to interfere with somebody understanding the message. And so I break it down. It's pretty elementary, and some people quit watching my channel not just because it doesn't work for them, but it did work and they outgrow it, which is great. They move on to other things, or a bigger eBay, or they start working with more replenishables and things like that I wouldn't start somebody with. So who are you going to make them for? And then as far as cameras and stuff like that, you can shoot with your smartphone. I have a Sony, I don't know if it shows, ZV-1 that I use, but you don't have to start with a lot of equipment. I edit my videos. I use DaVinci Resolve, and I have DaVinci Resolve Studio, and I've become a pretty good editor, but I don't think you need to be. I think I edit more than what's necessary. I think people want authentic, and they want to see you, and I think because mine are so edited that I don't bring some of that to the table. Was that a tip? Did that help anybody?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who are your ChaChing King picking channel? Who are you targeting?
Oh, on that one, I am
Yeah.
straight up targeting treasure hunters. The people that we do storage lockers for fun. Yeah, I make some money on them, but man, it's just fun. It is fun to open that door and go find out what's inside. And I actually love the treasure hunt. And so I'm making videos for people like me. Like, we watch the videos. We want to see, what did Wade's Venture pull out of one of those things? I mean, we like that kind of stuff. And you live vicariously through them. So there's a much wider audience with a video like that than there is to, like, let me show you how to change your name on eBay.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying. I would love to see that channel make some money. And I got monetized. It took me 29 days to get monetized on that channel. But it doesn't make any money, like, at all yet. So it takes a while to build an audience, and it's hard because there's also more competition there. I don't know that anybody does exactly what I do on eBay, on YouTube. Like, it's truly straight up tutorials. There's no cost to entry. You can go look up and see if I've made a video for it. And if not, I'll try to. Whereas on the storage lockers, you got a potential for a big audience. Some of those videos do really well. Not mine, but other people's.
At least not yet.
Not yet. I'm gonna keep trying.
So do you have like a U-Haul truck or a pickup and a trailer when you do these storage units? Like, what's the biggest size of a storage unit that you bought?
Oh, I've bought gigantic units. I've bought the 10 by 30 packed to the ceiling before. And so no, I have an 05 pickup truck. So
And you just load it, go back and forth.
Usually I go back and forth. I can pull a trailer, like I hold lumber for timber forever.
He probably made a trailer out of wood, and that's what he's using it.
Yeah.
Wood wheels.
I go all Flintstones on it.
Yeah.
You know, occasionally I've rented like a U-Haul, but normally, you know, I'm retired, so I just make my own schedule, and I'll just drive back up there and go get a load. The locker,
you say that, Scott, but it's like you got a lot going on. It's not like you don't have a lot going on.
I don't know. Like, honestly, my life would be way more simple if I just quit YouTube. YouTube is because we still take care of our parents, and that's a time-consuming thing. But as far as workload goes, I've got eBay down to where, you know, our average sale price last year was like $70, and I list a handful of items a day, and I make enough money. And when my average sale price is lower, it's because I got something in bulk. You know, like I've been selling a lot of figs. You know what figs are? The women's scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lululemon locker had 300 pairs of figs scrubs, and they're only bringing like $20 a piece.
Oh, I thought those are like the good ones, right? Isn't that like a good brand of scrubs?
Yeah, but I'm trying to sell them quick too. So yeah, they're really nice. They're actually, if I had them in my size, I'd be like, I might be wearing scrubs.
Wearing them myself.
My pants anyway. So
there's a guy that I used to dig through the Amazon bins. The one that we've gone to has closed down, but he used to wear scrubs all the time. For the longest time, we thought he worked at a hospital, and then in the morning, you know, he would get off and go on there.
He just liked scrubs.
He just liked wearing scrubs. It was weird.
The ones that we have are super nice. But anyway, there was like 300 pairs of them, and that brings my average sale price down some. So like right now, let's talk eBay for a second. I have 344 active listings, and I have 181 sold. And over that time, I've made right at 15,000
for the month, or
no. That's 3 months.
Okay,
I'm not doing this full time.
The 90 days. Gotcha.
We were doing about 10,000 a month instead of 5,000 a month, but YouTube has clobbered that. So like, but it isn't all. I have a retirement too, so I have a base to my salary. I still have money coming in, so it's a different deal. But YouTube is the worst possible thing for my eBay ever.
But you're still making money off of YouTube. It's not like you're not. But
no,
like you said, if you were to put more money into eBay, you would make more money.
I'd make way more money. Like, especially some of the inventory we have right now. It wasn't much of a video, but I bought a locker here recently that I would say 1,000 pieces of new clothing and 200 pairs of shoes. Like, I don't want to show you my office because it's such a wreck, but I'm going to turn my camera around for just a second.
I don't get how people just have that much stuff just sitting in a locker.
Did you see any of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the shoes. Yeah, the shoes.
Yeah, that's literally just one wall, but it's brands like Merrill, and like I've got Born, and there's some shoes over here that were $400, $500, $600, and there was probably 200 pairs, and I only kept the shoes that were brand new. I got rid of all the others, and there were bags like Toomey and Coach, and like really genuinely nice stuff. And like, I can't get it listed fast enough because I'm just swamped, you know, with this other stuff. But as far as picking up a locker, when I go pick up a locker, man, for me, that's like time off. Like, I can, bless you.
Thank you.
I can step back from this other stuff. I don't have to take care of anybody at that time, and it's relaxing. So I enjoy that process a lot. So that's what we do.
How long is it going to take you to get all that stuff listed? Because you got everything else going on.
I don't know, a while, like several months. My wife normally lists a lot more, but her dad has been really sick. And so this locker I pretty much emptied by myself because she just couldn't go. She went once. But parents come first, and we're fortunate that we can pause eBay, because we normally had around 1,000 items on eBay. And when my mom got sick and then her dad got sick, we just kind of stepped back a little bit. And it's funny, I make less than 10, because we did about 10,000 a month. I'm still making 5, and I'm not doing much. Like I say, we list 4 or 5 items a day. Some days 10. Some days we're rolling. But when you're listing items that are going for $100, $150, you don't have to list 100 items a day.
Yep.
But if I was 30 years old, I would be knocking it out of the park. I would be busting my hump every day to make sure I don't wind up homeless, because,
Well, clearly, Scott, you're not going to wind up homeless anytime soon, I don't think.
Right.
But for someone that your target audience, the target person right now, what would you say for someone right now? This will be the last question, then we'll get out of here. That is struggling, that has single mother, has 2 kids, and is just barely making ends meet. What's some advice that you can give them? What's something that you are doing that can help them? All that good stuff.
The first part sounds discouraging, and it's that nobody's coming. If you sit and you wait for somebody else to fix this, it will never get fixed. But the good news is that you can fix it. If I can fix it, anybody could. I have some things that have helped me in my own personal skill set. But if I can do this, then you can do this. I want people to look and say, okay, if that guy's not homeless, then I don't have to be homeless. And I would just say, you're going to have to run to the store when nobody else wants to run to the store. You're going to have to squeeze an hour out of the day, every day, get a couple of things listed. And with eBay, all of you know this, the most important thing is you got to keep learning every day. Like, again, I went into this with no knowledge of clothes whatsoever. And normally I can tell a tag now from 50 feet in poor lighting. I can tell what it is. And so you keep learning and you keep working, and when nobody else wants to. So if you're partying and playing and waiting for things to get better, you're just going to stay right where you're at.
Preach it.
Good advice. That's great advice. Well, Scott, thank you so much for coming on. Joe, Brendan, do you have anything else?
We're in the middle of negotiations with Ray. If anybody has some good ideas of what we need in the contract, leave it in the comments. I mean, there might be something we're missing.
I personally want Skittles of all the same color in a big bowl.
See, I really thought Brendan.
Hey, we'll get you that. We'll get you that, Brendan. So the live will be their last show unless contracts are signed, negotiated, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
And when will I get paid for this?
It's in the mail.
Oh, it's in the mail already. God, come on.
USP, United States Postal Service. You're gonna have to
take it up with them.
Take it up with them.
Have you got a tracking number or anything?
Nope.
Take it up with a just regular stamp, forever stamp on that bad boy.
Yep.
So, but Scott,
can't hear him again. Here we can.
Can't hear you. Come on.
Every time, every week.
Can you hear me, Scott, when I play the music?
No.
Okay.
Hear the
whenever
music.
I play the music.
I can't hear you talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to remember that. I have to make a note of that. But we might not have to worry about it because you guys probably be gone.
Yeah.
But thank you, Scott, so much for coming on.
Yes,
this was
you,
fun. Where can they find you, Scott?
It's ChaChing King just about everywhere. It's ChaChing King Picking on the new YouTube channel.
There
you go. There you go. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Scott. Make sure you like, share,
mesquite
subscribe.
Wood, Scott will ship you mesquite wood.
Yeah. Right now. You do it today.
Not giving my wood away anymore.
There you go. There you go. Well, my name is Ray.
I'm Joe.
I'm Brendan signing off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe for the last time. And we'll
Bye,
catch
everybody.
you on the flip side. See y'all. God bless. Peace.
Bye.